Are you looking to invest in a new travel kennel or travel crate for your dog, but you can't decide between the Diggs Enventur Inflatable Travel Kennel or the Diggs Evolv Dog Crate? Well, in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at these two different Diggs dog products to see which one could best fit your needs if you're looking for a new travel kennel or travel crate. My name is Kieran and I am one of the founders and one of the creators behind Life with Klee alongside my wife Yasmin. And you'll also know that the two stars of this channel are Sky and Copper. If you're familiar with our content, then you know that we produce funny short videos. But on this channel, we're also looking to create helpful product reviews, showcasing products that have helped us as pet owners with day-to-day life with Sky and Copper, and hopefully they can help you too. Now, before I go any further, I want to point out that if you click any of the links in this video or in the description below, we may make a small commission. If you've come across this video and you already know which Diggs product you want to invest in, then I've got some good news for you. You can also save 10% when you use the discount code KLEEKAI and click the link in the video or the description below. So with that out of the way, let's take a quick look at who Diggs are before we take a closer look at the Diggs Enventur Travel Kennel and the Diggs Evolv Dog Crate. Diggs are one of the leading manufacturers of dog crates in the USA, and you may be familiar with this brand already thanks to the hugely popular Revol dog crate. The Revol's been around for 3 or 4 years, and it's proven a massive hit with dog owners in the USA thanks to its ergonomic design, its collapsible design, and its sheer portability because you can move it around using the handles and the wheels. So it's a great option for dog owners. However, Diggs have now launched 2 new products, which is the Diggs Evolv Dog Crate, which is their lightest dog crate yet, and they've also got the Enventur, which is their inflatable travel kennel, which is a great option for dog owners who like to hit the road with their pups a lot. I think what stands out to me when it comes to Diggs is the fact that they put your dog's safety first, and they're inspired by baby industry standards. Not only that, but their products are innovative, and they also have a really unique design, which makes it easy for dog owners to use, especially if you're a dog owner like me who has kids at home and you're always on the go and you like to move around and you want a dog crate that can be versatile in different situations. So now that we know a little bit more about Diggs, let's take a closer look at the Diggs Evolv Dog Crate. So the Evolv is Diggs' slimmest dog crate yet, so it's a great lightweight option for dog owners who want a dog crate that they can move around. Not only that, it has a modular design, so you can switch around where you want the doors to be on the crate, and you can also buy 2 extra doors. You could potentially have a door on each side of the dog crate. There's also a playpen mode, which could be a good option for puppy owners, so if you want a dog crate that can double up as a playpen, then the Evolv could be for you. That would be particularly handy if you're planning to travel with your puppy and you want to use a dog crate that can transform into a playpen if, for instance, you're staying at an Airbnb or a hotel. What I like about the dual up doors is that unlike some dog crates that you might buy on Amazon, you don't have to worry about getting your fingers caught in the wire mesh design. It's super simple to use. In my case, I often have my hands full with my daughter, so it's actually really easy to open even with one hand. It also has a diamond shaped wire mesh design. The wire mesh is paw safe, so you can be confident your dog's not going to hurt their paws, and it also prevents your dog from sticking their snout through and getting their teeth stuck into the wire mesh itself. They've used reinforced steel to make sure your dog is going to be safe inside the dog crate. In terms of putting the crate together, it's really easy to assemble. You can probably do so in 5 minutes or so. And the more often you do it, the easier it is. It has rounded corners which you'll need to use. There's no tools involved in the construction of the dog crate, just the rounded corners and the actual steel metal frames themselves. The rounded corners make it really easy to put together, and it also makes sure that your dog is not going to hurt itself on any sharp edges. It's just round corners on this dog crate. Diggs have also provided a puppy divider, so that's great for crate training, and it has a removable tray, so if you've got dogs that shed a lot like Sky and Copper, then you can take the tray out and make sure the crate is nice and clean. The other big bonus when it comes to the Diggs Evolv Dog Crate is the price. It's one of their most affordable dog crates on their website. It starts at $170 for the small dog crate, and the large dog crate goes up to $300. So now that we've taken a look at the Evolv, let's take a more in-depth look at the Enventur before I get on and compare the differences between these 2 dog travel products. The Enventur is a really unique product, and it's Diggs' first travel kennel. I think the first thing that stands out about it is that it's got an inflatable design. So when you receive the box, it will be deflated and you'll need to use a pump to pump it up. It's relatively easy. It'll only take you 5 minutes or so. As you might expect with an inflatable dog crate, it is light to lift. However, it has a really sturdy design, and I actually sat on top of it to test this out. And as you can see from the video, this inflatable kennel kept its shape. Some of the cool features of this Enventur travel kennel that I want to point out is the fact that it's puncture resistant and it's also waterproof. It has a zip door with a big mesh window, and there's also mesh windows on either side of the travel kennel. It has angled, cushioned walls to maximize space inside the travel kennel and to also make your dog feel safe secure, and comfortable inside the travel kennel. If you are thinking about a travel kennel or a travel crate, you probably want to know, has it passed crash safety tests? I can tell you that the small Enventur has actually passed crash safety testing for the bench seat. This is not the case with the medium or large, so that's something to bear in mind. Digs have done a number of tests on this Enventur travel kennel. These tests include compression testing, tension testing, subjecting it to freezing rain and freezing conditions, bite testing. They've also done puncture testing, and they've also subjected it to severe cold and severe heat. So Digs really have thought of everything to make sure that your dog will be safe inside the Enventur. Now I need to point out that the Enventur will require tie downs, but those do not come with your purchase, and the pump also doesn't come with your purchase, so that is something to consider. The great thing about the Enventur is that you can deflate and inflate it easily. So when you don't want to use it anymore, you can deflate it, and when it's deflated, you can clip in the straps, and that way it can fold up nice, neatly and tightly, and you can put it in your garage or in your cupboard or out of the way until you need to use it again. The Enventur does have a premium price tag. I think that reflects the fact that this is a quality built travel kennel that has a lot of useful and cool features to keep your dog safe and comfortable during your road trip. The small Enventur will cost you $425, the medium Enventur will cost you $475, and the large Enventur will cost you $575. So now that we've taken a look at the Enventur and the Evolv in isolation, let's look at some of the differences between these two Digs products. I think one of the key takeaways straight away is that the Evolv does not require any additional purchases on the behalf of the pet parent. So in the case of the Evolv, you don't need anything else. Everything that you need to build the crate comes in the box. Obviously, if you are going to use the dog crate in your trunk, then you probably should buy the tie downs. But the Evolv is not specifically a travel crate. It's just a lightweight dog crate. So if you're just planning to use it in your house, then you don't need to buy any extra add-ons. That's not the case with the Enventur. To use the Enventur, Digs do recommend that you buy the tie downs, and you're also going to need to buy a pump. You can buy a pump directly on Digs' website, or you can go ahead to Amazon and find a pump that will work for the Enventur. I should also stress that you don't need any tools to set up the Evolv. That is not the case with the Enventur, because obviously you're going to need that pump to inflate and deflate. When it comes to sizing, you have more options with the Evolv. You've got small, medium, intermediate, and large. With the Enventur, you just have small, medium, and large. So you have slightly more options with the Evolv, and if you have a dog that's kind of between medium and intermediate, you may like that you have more diversity when it comes to choosing the size of your dog travel kennel or crate. The Evolv also has a cheaper price point. As I mentioned already, the small costs $170, while the small Enventur will cost you $425. So that's a big difference in price. When it comes to the large, the Evolv will cost you $300, whereas the large Enventur will cost you $575. That's $275 difference. Now, if you're looking for a versatile option, the Evolv definitely wins out here too, because the Evolv has that playpen mode that I previously discussed in the video. So if you have a puppy, that could be particularly useful. Not only that, but it has that modular design, so you can change where the doors are placed around the crate. If you are using the Evolv in your car, you can change where the entry points of the crate are. And if you go ahead and buy those 2 extra doors, then you'll have entry points in each side of your dog crate, so it gives you more access to your dog, especially if you're in the car for a long road trip. So far I've discussed a lot of the plus points of the Evolv, but of course there's some great stuff about the Enventur too. The small Enventur has passed that crash safety testing, which is not the case with any of the Evolv dog crate sizes. The Enventur is potentially a more convenient option too. If you're just planning to use this travel kennel in your car and you don't want to use it in your house or any area of your home once you're done with your road trip, then you can deflate it. This allows you to maximize space. I know as someone with a toddler, I'm constantly fighting a battle with toys and all the baby stuff that's in our house. When it's deflated and you have used the straps, it's actually quite a small bundle, which makes it really easy to transport and carry around. So it's very, very portable. So my wife was able to move it around too. It wasn't just me. That's not the case with the Evolv. She finds it rather more awkward to move around. And if you have collapsed it, then you have to carry around all the different pieces of the dog crate. So in terms of that portability, I would say that the Enventur has that over the Evolv. So now that I've looked at the differences between these two Digs dog products, which one would I recommend? Well, I really think it comes down to your own personal preference and what you want to use these particular products for. If, like me, you have other dog crates at home, I have a couple of collapsible dog crates that I like to use, then maybe you just want to use one of these options for traveling. If that's the case, then I would recommend the Enventur. I haven't seen Copper and Sky in both of these products. I feel like in the back of my car, they're actually more comfortable in the Enventur. Having said that, if you're looking for something that you can use both inside the home and in the car, then you may want to go for the Evolv. It's a much more lightweight option than the Revol, but you still have a secure and stable dog crate that you can use both inside the home and both inside your car and know that your dog is going to be safe. I ultimately believe it comes down to your personal preference. What you can be confident about is that you're investing in a quality dog product. So there we have it. I have run through the key similarities and differences between the Digs Evolv Dog Crate and the Digs Enventur inflatable travel kennel. Before I sign off, just a quick reminder, if you do decide to buy any of the dog crates or dog kennels mentioned in this video, you can save 10% when you use the discount code Klee and click the link in the description below or in the video. That's all for me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.